Today we're breaking down the Zion 3s. Let's go. What's good, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's Zach here with Tamsters Kicks. We're breaking down the Jordan Zion 3s. These new basketball shoes, man. I'm so excited for these because honestly, I did not like the Zion ones and I definitely did not like the Zion 2s. So to have the 3s in, they played so well. I literally just got back from practice today with them and they were phenomenal. So we're going to break them down today. If you guys haven't seen a video from me, we're going through traction, cushion, support materials, all that good stuff. Zion Williamson, supposed to be one of the best up-and-coming basketball players. He has not been able to stay healthy, not been able to play, but when he does, man, he kills it. He is a freak. And I mean, if this guy can put it together finally this season, I'm excited to see what he can do. But these bad boys, I think maybe in the new shoes might help him out a little bit. I don't know, but let's break them down. All right, so 140 for the Zion 3s. Oh my, if you guys even tried on the Zion 1s or the 2s, like to feel these and playing these was like night and day difference. I didn't even realize that these were those. Like the vibes were definitely like Luka Doncic with that outsole and cushioning setup. Then a little bit of different things kind of ties in from the first two models, but 140 for these, by the looks of them, I would have been more willing to pay like 170 up there, but there were a couple things while I played in them that I didn't like as much, so we'll break them down. Traction is a herringbone traction pattern on the outsole with great grip and bite. So this stuff is very nice. Right when I put them on the court, they were squeaking, they were biting pretty good. I was surprised because a lot of the times when I put on new basketball shoes, I don't get that same kind of bite as I do in like a Curry shoe because that foam setup, phenomenal. Curry 11 video also coming out soon. But anyways, these stuck very well. Like they were pretty grippy and they had a good bite to them. One thing about them that's kind of interesting, they decided to do a double outsole setup. We saw this a little bit on the Puma MB3s. Same thing here though. You have this translucent outsole which gets connected a little bit into the like this midsole as well as like the plates right here, this TPU counter all around the shoe. And then you have a more dense herringbone traction pattern right here in the middle part, this like navy dark blue part. So it's interesting because they didn't decide to just go all translucent like a Sabrina 1 setup. I don't know how I felt about it because I thought it was gonna be kind of weird. Sometimes I just like it when they keep it the same, but they put it in the most important part of the outsole, which is that forefoot area, which a lot of people play off of, and I felt it the whole time I played. I loved it. I loved the traction pattern on it, and I mean, it just felt super good. So I love that they did this little pad here. Should just gone the whole thing, honestly, in that same traction, but oh well. Cushion, you have a Formula 23 drop-in midsole on these bad boys. All right, you got that Zoom Air setup, forefoot and heel, and then the crazy part that I didn't expect they're gonna do, they have a drop-in midsole, which it really just gets you like super good court feel. It feels really nice and like flexibility on the shoe. Like it just feels super nice to play in. I love drop-in midsoles. I love that they did that on this, and they also got rid of, I'll talk about it a little more in support later, but they got rid of the excess padding in this back Achilles part. They still have a little bit in there. I think Zion likes that, but they got rid of a lot of the excess in there, which I love. The cushioning with that Formula 23 foam 2, supposed to mold to your foot. Jordan Brand's really pushing that new foam setup, so these ones off the first bat, I really like the traction and the cushion on them. Materials, you have a textile mesh upper that left me a little bit disappointed. So you have that overlay with this textile mesh upper as well as this, I don't know guys, this is very disappointing to me. This plastic overlay over the shoe is supposed to be a little helpful with the containment and support of the shoe as well as the outrigger right here with this kind of Z shape for Zion. But guys, I hated this. I hated this plastic because maybe it might fit different on different people, but like me having a wider foot playing in this, I just felt these like plastic pieces like cutting in throughout the whole time. I was constantly like adjusting, like pulling on different parts of the laces or loosening different parts to try to like get it to kind of fit my foot. And yeah, I do know that you got to break in this kind of upper to get it loose and flexible, but with it being like this plastic does not, like barely bends. So I was very disappointed in how the materials felt from that part, but overall like the mesh part here felt good. It was breathable, and the tongue as well was thin. It was a little thick, like you can, not thick, just kind of like wide. Like it's a pretty big tongue, but I did feel it wrap around a little bit, so it felt good. The fit, this is weird. It does fit really narrow. I'd probably still say true to size, but like I might want to try a half up personally because I have a wider foot and I didn't like my toes kind of smashing with this plastic overlay. So I felt like you could maybe go up a half size, but for a low top, more narrow fitting shoe, just go true to size. If you like going half up, I'd probably check out half up. Finally, support, which I want to talk about just real quick. The padding back here, they got rid of a lot of that excess padding, and it's also just kind of like there, like it's around the outside of like the medial and lateral side. There's nothing in the back Achilles part pushing, and that was my main problem. Is it was on the Zion 2s, like it was just digging into my heel. That was just me personally, but I didn't notice it, and I think it also contributes with that drop in midsole. So overall, the support was good for a low top. I like how low tops play. I felt contained in the shoe, and overall, it was a good playing experience in them. Traction, giving it a 9 out of 10. I was very impressed off the bat in these. I didn't feel a lot of problems with the toe area too, which I drag a lot while I play, so that was nice. I really did enjoy the traction pattern. It had good bite, grip, overall pretty good. Cushion system, 8.5 out of 10. It was pretty solid. I'm gonna definitely need to break it in, see how that Formula 23 molds to the foot. But with that drop in midsole, it definitely could be one of the best parts of the shoe. So it could even be a higher rating, but I wanna see how it plays. Materials, fit, and support, all going 8 out of 10. I was pretty disappointed on the materials. I would have liked to see something a little bit different with this upper plastic overlay. Not a big fan. Support-wise, I'm glad they took out the Achilles stuff. So that's pretty solid for me. And then fit was a little bit weird. I don't know. You have to go true to size for sure, but overall, like the shoe, I was surprised. I thought by looking at it and finding out there's a drop in midsole, I had pretty high expectations for the shoe, and I would say it performed for 140. Also, is not a bad deal with these with the drop in midsole and that good traction pattern. So Zion 3s. Let me know what you guys think about them if you hooped in them. Guys, it's NBA season. I'm so excited. Go check out my other videos. Curry 11 videos going up too, but see you guys on the next one.